Between Angels and Insects by Papa Roach. The song is in drop D, which from top to bottom goes D, A, D, G, B, E. There are multiple guitars in the song, sometimes up to 3 even. I'll be showing you 2 guitars because that third one is only in one part and it's not really crucial. If you'd like to download the multi-tracks for this song, they can be found by following the link in the description below. And that is also where the performance part or the playthrough part for this video is stored now. And the reason the performance part is not part of this main video here on YouTube is that YouTube flags my videos for copyright infringement, all because of that performance part. If you'd like to watch it, it's still freely available and stored on the website, which you can access by following the link in the description. And now we'll be going straight into the tutorial part. Starting off with the main riff, there's kind of 2 guitars making it up. The first one of this, which repeats itself. Actually no, that would be too confusing. So the first time you play this. You can play those last 7, 8 as a hammer-on. I personally do, but you can pick both of those, whichever you find easier. So again, that goes 0, 8, 0, 7, 0, 10, 0, 8, 0, 7, 8. Again. On the second time, all zeros become 8s. So the first time and the second sound like this. On the third time, they all become 7s. And on the last time, they become 10s. When I play the third time with 7s, I hold down fret 7 on both the 5th and the 6th string with one finger, like a power chord. And when playing the 10s, I hold both 10 and on 6 and 5 with one finger as well. So again, slow down, it all together sounds like this. You just have to sit there for a minute or two just to figure out all the kind of which fingers you're going to be using for each chord and all that stuff. But you'll figure it out pretty quickly. So you play that twice as I did just now, and that is your intro. Now there are 2 guitars in the intro, and the second one starts together with the vocals on the second playthrough. Played on the clean channel, it sounds like this. So the first chord, so it's 4 chords as you figured it out. The first one is 0, 8, 7 on strings 6, 5, and 3. 0, 8, 7, oh sorry, on strings 6, 5, and 3. You skipped string number 4. So you play that. Make sure the string 4 is muted and you cannot hear any sound when you strum it. Any note, I mean, of course there will be sound. But yeah, so make sure it sounds like this, the chord sounds. There. Nice and neat. And the second chord, instead of 0, you play 8. And the other two notes are the same. It's 8, 7. So it goes 8, 8, 7 on string 6, 5, 3. And the third chord is all 7s. Again, strings 6, 5, and 3. Maybe you can play it. No, you cannot play it with one finger. And then the last chord is 10, 10, 7. And that's it for the intro. Now the hard intro part. Slow down, play like this. Pretty simple. So it's an open power chord on string 6, fret 10. Open power chord on string 6, sorry. And then you play the power chord on fret 10. So together. Then fret 7. Sorry, you play that twice. 0 and 10, you play that twice. Then you play 7, 10. Twice. And yeah, that's your one time. Second time you play pretty much the same thing except for the ending. So I'm going to be playing the second time right now. So it's 0, 10. And now this part is different. You play 7, 8, 3, 1. Seven, 8, 3, 1. All on string 6, all power chords. Again. That's it. Then comes the verse. There's again two components, the power chords and the octave chords. First time you play palm muted zeros on fret 6 4 times. Simple. An octave chord on, and then you play an octave chord on string 5 fret 5. And then after this comes the octave chord part. I know this was an octave chord as well, but this is just a one-time thing in that first component. So the octave chord part goes like this. Those are octave chords on fret 8 and 10, string 5. By the way, if you're unsure what an octave chord is or what I mean by an octave chord, take a look in the tab below and you'll figure it out. So all together. That's first time. Second time you play palm muted 3s instead of 0s. All except the last one are palm muted. The octave chords again. Then you play 7 instead of 3 on the third time. And then for the fourth time, you play palm mutes on fret 8. And instead of playing the octave chords, you play 8 and 10 a couple of times. Like that. So altogether, it goes like this. That is it, and that is being repeated one more time. And on the third time, at the very last bar, instead of playing those 8s and 10s, you play the octave chords, just like you were before, followed by the power chord on 10. So the last playthrough of the verse is going to be this. Sorry, I screwed up that one. So again. So the 8s and 10s are being replaced by this. And then you go into the chorus. It's essentially the same riff as in the hard intro, but with 2 minor differences. First time you play exactly the same riff as in the hard intro. But the second time it begins with the power chord on fret 12 instead of a 0. And then you slide it down to 0. Kind of like this. This is the coolest part of the song. That's it. So the second playthrough is going to be this. Now I said there are 2 minor differences, and that was the slide was the first one, and then the second is that you don't play 7, 8, 3, 1 as you did in hard intro to end that part. You just play whatever you've been playing before, 7 and 10. And then the verse. And so on. So that's your chorus. And then you have the bridge. Or actually, wait. Then there's the second verse, right? And where there are a few bars where the second guitar comes in for only a few notes. It plays 5 notes, all on string 3, and it goes 7, 10, 14, 17, and back to 14. So all together. And that is it. Then you have the chorus. Now the bridge, because we already covered the chorus, the bridge has 2 parts. The first one is this. There are 4 chords. Yeah. First chord is a 0 and an octave chord. Basically, the octave chord on fret 8, string 5, is going to be repeated in all those. So you have this octave chord, 8 and 10, and then you add a 0 to it, 0 and fret on string 6, sorry. Then, instead of a 0, you play 8. Instead of 8, then you play 7. And finally, you play a 10. That is it. That's your part 1. Part 2 is the same as the intro riff. And so on. And then that is followed by a doubled chorus, where the first time of that double chorus you play an ordinary chorus like you did the second time, like you did. Sorry, I know it sounds confusing, but you know the second chorus that you did in the song that is followed by the second verse before the bridge. You play that as the first part of the last doubled chorus, and then the second part of that doubled chorus follows the same chords but with a different rhythm. They're all going to be 16th notes, so the whole doubled chorus in the end is played like this. That's the whole chorus. So yeah, that's it for the song "Between Angels and Insects" by Papa Roach. If any of that was confusing, please refer to the tab below, or watch the performance part of this video, along with where I play along with the backing tracks and follow the structure of the song, which you can find by following the link in the description. It's simply stored on a different website, not here on YouTube, because I ran into copyright issues with all my previous videos, so I would like to solve that problem. So I kind of solved that problem by putting the performance part in a different video onto a different website. If you'd like to download any multi-tracks or backing tracks to practice the song to, with the click track or without, there's tons of possibilities. Again, go on that website. That whole website was created just for you guys to freely access all these additional materials for all of my tutorials. So yeah, check that out, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.